Yo, what up YouTube? It's the kid JMystic coming back with another banger video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best crosshair placement and the best aim sensitivity and aiming guide you guys on VALORANT console. Let's go. Up first, I'm about to show you guys just my sensitivity so you guys can get a general update on my sensitivity. This is from the most recent update and everything that's been going on. This is on October the 12th that I'm showing you guys my aim sense. And I think I'm going to be sticking with this for basically the duration unless I see that there are things that I can adjust in my game. So just to go down the line, I am at 6.8 and 6, 5.2, 5.5, 5 across ADS, 4.5 and 4 sniper scope, and then my aim inner dead zone is at 0.08 and 1 dead zone outer, and then my base curve is extreme, and then everything else is light, focus, ADS, and sniper. My movement dead zone is at 0.95. My walk threshold is at a 0.95 with my movement dead zone at a 0.03, and in advanced, of course, I have my L2 and R2 at 0.01, and then we scroll down, and then we have dampen shooting sensitivity off, walk while in focus off, and vibration off. Understand that I do shoot with L1 and R1 because I'm using a dual sense that has the click triggers, and then of course I also have my paddle, so my binds are laid out a bit differently from what most may have. But we're not talking about binds here. This is just my settings and what makes me comfortable when I'm shooting and aiming. And now we're going to get into crosshair placement and positioning and understanding the importance of how you place yourself, your character on the map, and if your opponent can see you versus you seeing them, vice versa, all of those nuances, understanding how to use map awareness and how to have your crosshair in certain moments in the game. All right, so now we're going to just talk about crosshair placement when it comes to like using the map's information to line up your crosshair with head level. As you see, a lot of beginner players are looking down and upwards, things of that nature. We're going to talk about the beginners, the basic stuff, and even some of the advanced tips that I've learned. Like for instance, if I were to step on this would bring you up at another level to not only see their head level and put other players at a disadvantage. We're going to break all those things down in this video here. Now, first and foremost is talking about the head level that you can just look at from in the game. As you can see, this is what head level will probably look like, is lining it up like with this line here and looking across. You see a lot of the things in the game is at head level. As you swing out, if I were to swing like this, he sees me before I see him, right? So it's important to understand why you see a lot of players that take steps like this, or the difference between doing this and being seen versus stepping and being seen. So you can shoot on first contact where you see me, because I'm going to just show a demonstration on when it looks like poorly. But instead, you're going to want to just fully swing out, like I said, at aim head level, and you know somebody's going to be there. Whether I flash out or not, if you know somebody's going to be there, if you have information, or if you just know you just want to chow this, you can either flash out left side, and it barely flashes me. You see, I'm not flashed anymore, but he was still flashed. I can flash left and swing this way and kill him this way. That's like the advanced way of doing it. Or I can flash out right side, then step. Even if I clear the angle like this is better. Or if I know I'm going to get more aggressive, I can flash in and start to swing out with my team, depending on what it is. But I know his head level is here, knowing by marking all the way across, like you can just see what head level is with all the different parts in the game. You walk around the different maps, you can see what head level looks like. Now we're going to talk about what head level looks like when somebody's at a different platform than you, and instead of shooting their body, what's going to be the head level if he's on like a platform. So there's a platform on A, so it's important to start to get to know like what your sights look like. This is what head level would typically look like, right? And now he's going to be on a different platform, which is going to be higher. So me looking at this is only just looking at his body. How would I know what head level is? This is where map knowledge and information comes into play. As I'm clearing this and I know nobody's here at boxes, I start to look upwards. Right around here is what head level typically is going to be. So if I start to aim my crosshair all the way across, as you can see, this line's directly all the way to head level. So how did I know this? Once I looked at this target here and I cleared this angle, I've learned that these cobblestones right here is the head level of what the character is going to look like. Now that I start to clear angles, this is a block that you can shoot through. If you don't have information, if you have a silver dart that goes through and you know that somebody's going to be at boxes, now I can swing this more confidently knowing this is head level and know that this is at the head level right here, and have my crosshair, shoot boxes. Next players I'm going to swing is here. Next place I'll probably swing is they might be at this bottom box. After I aim upwards of this head level, then I can also then clear generator and be at head level. It's the same thing. You start to know what head level looks like. Head level is probably going to be essentially right here. Now I can start to aim directly at the middle of generator. And it's always better to probably aim a little bit above their head or below it at their chest, depending on how you're aiming, and then start to clear angles as you start to come in. And whether I'm walling, you know, to my right, depending on how they're playing, I typically wouldn't do this. That direct wall, I probably wall more, you know, center ground, take all of, you know, sight. And then I would just flash into and take this. Or if I know my team has smokes heaven, I'll wall all the way up of generator. I'll flash in, I'd clear all of this, then shut door, and now I know all of this is mine as we've now started to take sight. But it's important to know what head level is. But now that I'm on his platform, I'm no longer looking upwards, right? Now I'm going to start to be at head level, which is the box. It's important to use the map information as your knowledge as what you look like for head level. It's important to understand, like, you know, after, like I said, you clear this and I start to look heaven. What am I going to start to look for? What's head level on heaven, right? As I said, typically this cobblestone, right below this cobblestone is what head level looks like. It's hard to kind of look at this because you're gonna have to swing the whole thing. So whether you're able to aggressively look this way, it's better to just look at the cobblestone and bring your crosshair a little bit below, and that's what head level would be here. And then as you start to take sight, you know head level is going to be essentially this bar, and then I can start to look at this bar and shoot here. That's what you can tell what head level is. Whether somebody is going to be up at the boxes here, or if somebody's coming here, you can tell what head level is. Now as I clear this, as I showed you the 3-phase clear, clearing here, their main, clearing their box so somebody can hide here, clearing this, clearing this. If I know he's there now, like I said, now I can either swing out here and I can clear this here, or I can swing all the way in and do the same thing and kind of clear like this. Tell me when you see me. I see you. People think this is Call of Duty. As you can hear, like, Wills can see my body, but I cannot see him. You know, you get on Valorant and this is Call of Duty. For beginners, like I said, now you know this is head level. This box is head level. As I come all the way across this box, this is what head level would be. As you come into the site, you kind of know if I'm going to flash in, I'll do this, and I can see that. But when you're clearing angles, you don't want to be this tight because Will's gonna shoot me. Like, he sees me and I don't see him, I'm dead. And that's like 100% what's going to happen most times. Like I said, you essentially want to be able to learn how to take steps without making noise. So learn how to take a full step without making noise. So, you know, putting your analog stick back, left and right, and keep practicing until you learn how to take a step without making noise. And this is how you start to clear things. Whether you're using focus mode or not, you start to just come in and just clear things like this. You're taking a step without making noise. And now it'll look like this. Instead of me going like this and dying, I'll be able to actually take the step properly and actually like line up properly for head level and take somebody out really fast. So as explained, you know what head level is coming across this box, looking at all the different cobblestones in the game. And then again, you know that this is now another higher platform that somebody could be on. As you can see, this is something that would have probably taken me out if I was not prepared for this. Whether somebody's playing out in staircase or whether somebody's playing up here, it's important to understand, you know, what the head level might be on certain areas of the map. As you can see, what head level is going to look like is a little bit below this light post, or instead of trying to figure out what line it is on the pizza, you can just look at what the light post might look like, or begin to look at like what you might think head level might look like as you get there. How I know head level look like is the bottom of this windowsill here. If I come all the way across after I've cleared everything, like this windowsill in this proximity, depending how this guy said nah. Yo, I was aiming at like your toes. All right, so look, I'm aiming between this windowsill, bottom or high, depending on how close I'm standing. If I'm really close, I'll be aiming at the bottom, and you can see this is going to be head level. If I am back, then I might aim at the top, and then I'll start to clear. Now you can see that's head level. So understand if you're, you know, close to the wall or farther from the wall, high or low, or even in between, then I know what head level might be look like as I start to clear market. And now you can hold backside of B. This is where people typically might be holding. And as you start to get inwards, you learn that this is going to be head level no matter what. So lining it up right here with these tools on Boathouse and coming across, you know, this is what, you know, head level is going to look like no matter where you are. As you start to, you know, clear things, you start to clear, you know, all of their back sight, and now you start to get inwards. Like I said, this is all wall bangable. But whether somebody starts to hold staircase, I can start to take them out by shooting there. And they can also shoot you back. So it's important to understand how they're playing this and even figuring out all the information that you can from them. As I said, you can see as I'm playing Phoenix, as I start to clear things, I probably do this and I can just wall all of this up, and now this is all mine. So now I can take Boathouse and shut door and then start to take sight. As a duelist, it's important to use your utility to take sight for your team. As Phoenix, this is where using your wall can come into handy handy if you're taking site. If you don't have smokes from your team, or you don't have things that are able to get you on site, this is how you can use your smoke to get on the site. Walling all the way up across will get you there to take site in the closed boat and to go onto site. The next one is knowing that the bottom of boxes is what the head level is typically going to look like as somebody is playing bottom. It's just important to use all the map information, y'all, to know what head level is. Now let's go mid. The beginner way is knowing that this is head level. As you walk up, right, you can tell this is what head level will look like. And if you're going against great players, they'll know what your head level is. How to throw players off. It's important to understand that you can use this staircase and not make any noise. So I can jump on this ledge and walk this up. Now you just look a little bit downwards, and now I know this is head level, and they're going to be aiming at my chest more times than not, and they're not going to be expecting this right here. This is both offensively and defensively. If you're lurking up the site, I can lurk all the way up and clear them out really quickly to walk back down off this ledge, and now I'm starting to walk up. Same thing, as I said, if I'm walking up their lurk, I can just hop right on this and take the ledge. So if you're on defense and you're lurking up and they're expecting it, like I said, you can walk on this ledge and start to clear this whole angle. Now look, I can see his head and he can't even see me, and I can take this out because I'm on the ledge. Map knowledge is huge on Valorant. If you don't have map knowledge, then it can be difficult to play this game against people that know this game. So what I would encourage you guys to do as you start to get your aim down is you play a lot of TDM. TDM is going to get you into the best gunfights instead of you getting third party, but deathmatch is going to put you on all the maps in rotation so that you understand map knowledge. So knowing that people are going to be on higher platforms than you, so that you're not shooting their body, but you would be shooting more at their head level. So if I shot his body, he can shoot my head because he understands what his level is. All this information is useful. That's what's going to help you understand how to play this game. The best way also, like if you don't want to run into, you know, a lot of randoms and things of that nature, just find a duo if you can and just hop into a death match and just practice like taking 1v1. So knowing that he's there, whether using like, you know, sheriff or gun, boom. Just keep running into each other and don't be afraid whether you're swinging or holding angles, and just having fun at it. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? So look, I'm gonna line up with box. You know, this is head level. I just died, but understand like what head level might be for you, right? Same thing here. This is gonna be head level. But he's lower, right? See where his guns are at. So now you know, like, look at map information, right, chat? It's important, chat, to just practice like strafing back and forth. Even this is gonna start to be the next advanced thing, is strafing back and forth, right? Even without making noise. You know what I mean? Whether using sheriff, you're using a vandal, use all the different guns. Get in and practice, knowing he's lower. You know what I mean? The 𝐈𝐳𝐿's the pre-fire right there. Like, you know what I mean? You know where somebody is, and just tap strafe in between. Yo, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what video you guys want to see next. Let me know your thoughts on crosshair placement and different tips and tricks that you may have with the community, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.